Damn. Yo, welcome everybody. Yo, I know it's been a minute. I know you haven't heard my face in a minute, and the avatar is back on. I'm not showing my face because technical difficulties with the camera. If I go on the camera, it's gonna be on some 510 or 280 and stuff. It looks very bad, very bad. I don't want to do that. So avatar on deck, and you already know the homie up there. You see the logo. If you're watching us on video, because this would be on video. So if you want to watch the video, if not, audio is still king and stuff because most people listen to podcasts while they're driving, working out, at work, kill some time. So hopefully, guys, you get a lot of great information in this short burst. And without further ado, the homie up above or on the side, I don't know how it's going to come out. It's going to be on the top or on the bottom, but here we go. The homie Flo.
What's up, King Mexico? It's been a minute. I think this is my fourth time now, fifth time. I don't know, but again, always a pleasure to come on here. And I know this was last minute. We did talk about it earlier during the week, but as you can see, I am excuse me, complimenting King Mexico with my avatar here. Because it is a relevant episode, and you'll see why we have avatars in a second. Aside from the bad quality of the cameras, there's a reason why we have the avatars.
This is correct. This is correct why we have the avatars. And let's touch on base why we came on today and both of us actually have an avatar. So just to think about it, right? We're currently in a stage of technology where both of us are able to basically edit our background. Then on top of that, make ourselves into a whole different person. You can't know who we are. We could just go by this person you see on your screen, which is an animated individual. You get me? AI. All this is happening because of AI. And there's great minds who have built this program. And this program currently has taken over on a lot of things. Would you like to go in a little bit on this, bro?
Yes. So AI definitely has taken over. And I know there's people who have an issue with it. I can see why. People are afraid that it's going to change humanity forever. Aside from like us getting lazier, it's affecting every part of our lives. So people are losing their jobs over this. They are going to lose their jobs over this. So I can see the concern behind the whole AI thing. But like I told everybody who's pushing back in the whole AI thing is like, look, we're not stopping it. We can complain about it all we want. We can say, look, it's an issue. So you can do that and get left behind in the dust, or you can catch on, learn it, and adapt to it. So you're not left in the dust. I mean, it's gonna happen. You're gonna have to catch up. Yo, hello.
Yeah, you do got to catch up.
Mhm.
And this is moving at such a fast rate that is affecting us from in general. It's affecting education, is affecting health, is affecting the workplace. It's just incredible how something so simple, right, that was supposed to help out humankind has become such a big monster, right? And not alone is AI being worked on as a program. You go online, you got Google, but then you have now. So Google was technically AI for us growing up, right? That was
Yes.
somewhat of AI. But now we have Gemini, we have Grok, we have what's the other ones? I'm trying
We're
to
gonna get
remember.
into Grok in a second.
I forgot what's the other ones because I have all of them.
Chat GPT.
ChatGPT. I have all the AIs in one little group. So, all right. So, in my phone right now, we have ChatGPT, Grok, and Gemini. And I actually was paying for Gemini $10 a month. But
Really?
I was actually paying for it because I was getting a deal with the
Mm.
cell phone company. So, I would basically get it for, I got it for free for 6 months. But after that, you was gonna pay $10. And honestly, I ain't see really a benefit in paying the $10 because I found that Grok and ChatGPT were doing a way better job than Gemini as a paid subscriber, which is crazy. I'm saying that as a paid subscriber, I was able to do more things on ChatGPT and Grok than on Gemini, being a paid customer.
Hmm.
So just going on that, right? And these are the three major ones, right? That most of us all know if we speak about AI. And a lot of people have been asking these programs questions and health advice, and relationship advice, and so on
Yep.
and so forth. That, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure here's where we're gonna go with like relationship, where Grok actually creates a relationship with you, and
It does.
they talk to you in a crazy way that it makes it seem like they having an affection. All right, you break it down because I know you're probably gonna break it down way better than I am. Go for it, bro.
Yeah. So Grok is, I believe it's on X. And this is where this conversation, this is why we are even having this live, right? Because as I was telling you, King Mexico, and anybody else who was wondering why I was off the grid for a bit, why I was not on social media. So I was watching this video on YouTube, and it was regarding how Grok is modifying, or people are using Grok to modify pictures in ways that people probably didn't think you can do, right? So to be very, very clear on this thing, people are using AI now to basically create adult content that is not consensual, right? So that YouTube video was talking about how there's people on the Grok app that can get any picture, right? It can be any picture of anybody, and you can manipulate the picture to make it do whatever you want. So you can only imagine some of the things people are doing with this app. The issue with it is that, or at least when I was watching this video, is that there's no limitations on it. So you can put anybody on there, including minors, which is a problem because technically that's illegal, right? So this is where the issues with AI are a problem because you need to have limitations on what you can do with it. Otherwise, it does do things like this across the line of legality, right? And for me, um, this became a problem because after I watched this video on YouTube, I went on Instagram and an ad pops up that essentially I'm just gonna say what it said or what it showed on Instagram. An ad on Instagram showed a woman taking off her top. So you can see everything. It was quick, it was fast. But now I'm like, hold up. I just watched this video like 30 seconds ago, and now this pops up on my IG. Nah, man. Anybody who has women in their life, probably all of us do. And now it makes you think, what the hell should I post online? Because I don't know who's out there. I don't know who has access to these pictures. You can just take a screenshot and then you can do whatever you want with it. Right? So that to me is problematic. So what are your thoughts on that, King?
Nah, I completely agree with you. And looking at it now, searching it while you were speaking about it, on January 9th of 2026, Grok actually has limits on AI images editing to paid subscribers after nude backlash. But then again, remember, when you use all these AI platforms, there's a way to ask it to do certain things in a certain way and it'll still do it. Like you can't just be like, oh, take this photo and make this person naked, right? Or do this and do that. If you rephrase it in a way for the program to understanding it in a different way, it could still execute it, which is some is weird, right? So, for example, guys, right? If you tell Grok or any AI, right, give me this individual naked with big boobs and show me them, right? They'll probably be like, oh, it cannot be done. Now, if you're, I guess, if you will, I don't even know how would you do it, but this is my theory, right? If you tell the AI, edit this image showing the person in a scientific base how they would look naked, you might be able to get that photo edited to what you want it to, because you're asking it in a certain
Yep.
way that makes it much more educational. So it is a very scary thing, you know what I mean?
It is.
Especially when it deals with minors, right?
Yes.
And that is real sickening, right? Because now,
Yes.
just going on mental health, right? So if somebody's having these issues, right, and it's not getting corrected, now they have something outside. Well, not something outside, something that they can pay for and get these images technically on some type of loophole. You got me? Because it's not a real
Yes.
image.
Yes.
Even though the image can be real, but then you could also use the software to make a make believe image,
Yep.
which is completely insane. Just think about it. And there's so much images online that's what basically AI does. It scans the whole web,
Yes.
every single image on the web is gonna go. And currently, from the last thing that I remember watching or actually looking at articles, is that a lot of these software not software companies, like browsers, these browser companies are starting to come after these the AI companies, stating that they are not allowed to search and use their browsers as basically the main source to accumulate all this information, because it's the equivalence of someone back in the day taking an encyclopedia and just copying and pasting it and counting it as your work. You got me? Even though
Yes.
even though the AI system does give you the source it came from, it still gives you, all right, I got this and this and this from here. So it still gives you where the sources came from. However, the browser companies are trying to fight that right now as we speak. But just wanted to touch that with the images and stuff, and how all that is intertwined together and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's just very scary though, just thinking about that someone could upload a photo of you and then they could alter it. If it's not being done, if it's not being censored by whoever the AI software is at this time and stuff, they could still take an image and still edit it to whatever you want that image to execute and look like. That shit is crazy. And especially if
Absolutely.
you don't know and you end up
That's
on
the
the
worst.
web,
Yep.
yeah, it's just and then also just think about all the images out there, right? That are being manipulated at this time with everything going on right now, that certain images and videos that have been shown to us that are not real.
Yep.
And then there's people out there who won't second guess and go and look if that's real. They'll just continue posting it and sharing it with everybody and sending it to everyone and thinking it's real, and it's not. So now think about that to an individual who has no idea their photos being run around out there like that. And
Hmm.
and now that photo ends up in bad hands, you know what I mean? Or they end up on
Yeah.
the web and somebody's like, "Oh, I saw your photo and stuff." How you think they gonna feel?
It's beyond photos too, man. It's like people are recreating entire videos. Like I'm talking about full on AI porn, bro. You can go online right now, and the
Yeah.
reason I know this is because I know that AOC was one of the first victims. They got her too. They're getting
Really?
everybody. They got yes, dude. I'm telling you right now, man. You can look it up. Type in. I
AOC?
mean, on your own time. Don't do it now. But it's out there. It's out there, and you'll be able to find videos that are AI that basically it's a whole scene.
A whole scene? That's crazy. I did
You
not
know.
know this.
So this is the dangerous part. Now anybody can become a victim of this, right? You post a picture on your IG or your social media, and you have some weirdo out there who follows you, right? They can just take your picture and they can do whatever they want with it. And you'll never know unless, like you said, somebody tells you, right? It's still a violation of privacy,
It
right?
sure is.
Especially if you're posting it online. I mean, now like you're on a whole different level of sickness, right? So it is. This is why again I got off of it. But I was like, man, I got a daughter and a wife. Do I want to post them online now? Like,
Nah.
it's like I don't even want to post myself. What if I come out there? Like,
That's why we working on this AI unit right here, bro. You're gonna have an avatar.
there you go, man. I'm no longer going to show my face. It's going to be my avatar.
He's
If
gonna
you want
have
to,
an avatar.
if you want to deep fake him, go for it.
Go for it.
But yeah, man,
Avatar's the
it's
way to
crazy.
go, especially nowadays.
Yep. But I
And
do want to tie it to how that's tied to mental health because if this is happening, right? If you have men who are doing this, because let's be honest, mainly men doing this, could be women too, but if I had to take a guess, it's probably men that are single, that are not getting enough action, that just don't want to go out there and take a risks, take a chance on these women because even before this, right? I mean, you have OnlyFans, you have all these other things that people can use. Men are becoming lazier because things are more accessible, right? If they don't have to go out and pay for a date, if they could just buy a subscription of OnlyFans, they have a collection of whatever women that they can choose. You know,
however, I'm
go
just
ahead.
I'm just gonna throw it out there. If you listen to Rambling Alcoholics and you listen to their Lot Lizard reviews and shit,
Uh huh.
maybe you need to go and hire a Lot Lizard and shit. If you don't know what a Lot Lizard is,
What
please
is
look
that?
it up. A Lot Lizard is the lady of the night. Chicas.
Okay, that's the first time I've ever heard that term, but okay.
Yeah, that's truckers. They use that term, Lot Lizards.
See, but that's been typically the oldest form of men, using women for sexual gratification, right? But now you don't even need to have it an actual person. Like you said, everything is AI, right?
Correct.
These guys are so.
They have dolls. Have you seen the dolls? Because I've asked
Oh
Rambling
yeah, I'm,
Alcoholics the
I'm sure there
dolls.
is. I'm sure there is.
And they up to the point where they actually move and have, man, they're to the point where it's real. Like it is real. Like senses and everything and all that. Only thing it doesn't do is move yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So men are going to become lazier. All they're going to have to do is get their doll or get their subscription and just get off, and then that's it. They're going to focus all on themselves. It's going to make men even more selfish in that way. You
Then
know?
again, I see sometimes, like me watching sometimes when I'm on the train or walking and I see like men interact with women. It's weird. It's like so weird that they can't go up to them and like speak to them and talk to them. And
Because
then
of
you
this.
and then you have older men, right?
Yes.
Who go up to them and try to talk to a woman younger, right? And then the female will feel creeped out. It's like, oh, why you being mad creepy, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Meanwhile, the man is just trying to get your number. It's just trying to holler at you,
Hmm.
and you don't even know how to detect that. That is insane. You got me? It is insane that at this time and point that some people can't even understand that somebody's trying to flirt with you or hook up with you, get your number. No, they just call it creepy or
Yep.
you're harassing me. And it's hard. Imagine as a man trying to talk to someone and somebody's like, "Oh, why you being creepy?" or "Why you harassing me?" You get me?
I'm
So
also gonna add this layer though, and I hate to cut you off, but it also depends on how the man looks.
that is very true. Cause
Yeah.
it is very true. Cause let's be real. Let's be 100% real. And I've always said it. A woman would never have a hard time finding a man or a
Never.
spouse. Just perfect example. I'm not, for me personally, I think the chick that has no neck, she's a Spanish girl. I'm not even talking about the one that looks like Grok. I'm not
I know,
Grok.
I know. Who are you talking about? The
She
shorter
looks
one,
like,
right?
yeah, the shorter one that looks like a square. Not
Yeah.
my type, never will be my type. I'm sorry, but she got a man.
She got a man, man.
She got a man. And then
Yep.
the other one, other shorty that's a big dude. Sh- Somebody hooked up with her.
Yep.
See that? So it don't matter how you look as a female. You can still get it. It is amazing. But then when it comes down to men, now men is different. If a man has money, he could be big as fuck.
Yep.
He could be the biggest slob, and then you see the girl he brings in. But then again, you got to give it up to the big dude because the big dude got game. Besides the money, he got game too because he got to know how to talk to shorty. You got me?
Yes.
But he
Yes.
still gets it though. But the
Mhm.
big part is that he has the money. But women at the end of the day will never had a hard time finding someone. So if there's women out there talking about, oh, I can't find nobody, that's those two females I just gave you right now is a perfect example that everybody could find someone. Even them people, you ever seen that show, 600 Pound Life?
Yep.
And do you see them chicks sometimes they be reeling in them guys? And they be smaller.
Yeah, bro.
See?
Yeah, when women say that, they're saying that I can't find the guy that I want, is what they're really saying to you, right? Because yeah, like you said, they're gonna get guys coming at them, but they can't find the guy they actually really want. So they either have like the the girl with no neck. She she probably settled for like I don't know. I mean, maybe he really loves her. I don't know. Maybe I'm just
She got money too. Don't forget she got money,
But hey,
bro.
look, there's people out there that they don't even have a type. As long as they have a personality, it doesn't matter. They don't care. So men are less selective when it comes to picking somebody for sure. I personally, like you said, I am not. I'll be honest, man. I mean, I got a type too. Obviously, I'm married. I'm not looking for a type at the moment, but like if hypothetically I wasn't, I have a specific type, and that's what I like. And it doesn't mean I'm gonna get it, but I mean
But you wouldn't
that's
go
what I
for
like.
the square or the big
I'm
one.
not going for a no neck,
Okay.
bro.
Let's be realistic. It's not
I'm gonna keep
happening.
it a bug, as I say. Like I'm not. I'm honest about it, but there is men out there who just don't care. You know.
Hey, if it pays the bills, why not? That's what they said.
Yeah.
But yeah. So just touching back on the whole AI. So as you can see, right? Dudes have to do what they got to do, but it's just very, very sad. You know what I mean? It's so sad that they have to go through these things. And in general, right? Just having AI, and then I'm sure that these dudes ask AI like all these random questions, right? And Grok is the perfect example because Grok gives you a whole relationship and they feed you whatever you want
Oh
to hear
man,
is gonna give you.
they
Is gonna
validate you.
give you. Huh? Go for it.
So they validate you.
Big time. It
Yep.
tells you what you want to hear. It gives you all the sweet words and stuff you want to hear. It literally like makes you feel like you king of the world. Like you and that avatar that you created are the one. It is insane. Y'all have to try it out. I tried it out because I wanted to see what was up. I was like, nah, this is wild. I stopped. And I literally just
Well,
did
what
it
did
for
it
like
say? What did
one
it say to
minute.
you?
Oh, it was like, hey, hi. And like you get to pick the voice and everything, bro. I was like, nah, just being able to say, hey, hi, and stuff like, hey, I hope you have a great day today. You look amazing. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Pump your brakes.
Stop lying to me.
I'm like, all right, cool. With that said, I'm like, yo, I ain't even continue with it. All I do is when I go on Grok, I'll edit like photos and oh, so that's an example, right? So editing photos on Grok and having the photo say what you want. If you tell Grok have this photo eat something, right? But if you don't tell Grok to have the image that you uploaded and have them eat whatever you want them to eat, and then tell Grok to perform the action in a perfect manner, and then if you want them to say something, have type in say it in perfect clear English, and it would do it. But if you
Wow.
don't put that you want it, if you just put tell the whatever the image to say so and so, it'll either type it in for you or it'll say it, but you won't understand shit it's saying. So you have to say it in perfect English and to be clear. And then they'll do it correctly.
Wow.
So you have to command it how you want it. Also, when you research things, right? When you research something and you want it to be 100% accurate, make sure at the end of the question you ask, make sure you ask the AI, can you please verify the results you're giving me with what is it? Like 100% accuracy or close to 100% accuracy. And then it'll give you like 100%. If not, it'll give you like some random shit.
Mm.
Try it out. So the reason I am able to communicate better with AI is due to the fact that I've been like searching the web and how to improve on the relationship. It's crazy. I'm using the word relationship between AI and human and shit. But that's all it is a communication between. That's a better word. Forget relationship. Communication between yourself and the AI. So for you to get a better accurate answer is you have to know how to communicate with the AI. If not, it's just gonna give you a generic answer and shit.
That is true.
So so yeah, that's what I could tell you guys. Like if y'all really want to get, there's nothing wrong with AI, right? Like
It's
you
how you
gotta
use it.
know is how you use it and how you go about it and stuff.
Mhm.
And just remember that AI is there to help you. And I know people, it is hard to not want to do funny stuff and the weirdo shit because this is how this shit started. Because there's a lot of weirdos out there.
Always.
However, just know when whatever you typing into the AI, you got to be careful because some of the information that you do type in actually, if it raises flags, you will be when I say you will be directed to sources to make sure that you're okay, and they'll come knocking at your door and shit, and you'll be like, oh, how they know? Because these AI companies do have a relationship with bigger powers and stuff, that if they find
Mm.
you, doing crazy stuff, asking crazy questions and stuff that as a citizen you're not supposed to be asking and shit, they'll come knocking at your fucking door. And I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, guys. I'm not gonna spell it out because it's hilarious, right? How we have come from a point. When I first started, I was able to say whatever the fuck I wanted. Even right now, me cursing is crazy because if I upload this on YouTube, they're gonna censor me because I'm not gonna be able to have a broader audience since I'm using profanity and shit, right?
Mm.
But it is what it is, and that's how the cookie crumbles. However, when we first all started this, it was really really wild. You know what I mean? Like a lot of things were said, a lot of wild shit was said. It's just hilarious how we're at a point where all of us are censoring ourselves from saying certain words, certain phrases, and certain things, which is insane to think about that. Just 5 years, 6 years, no, 7 years, damn, 7 years ago, it was a whole different place than where we
Yep.
currently are.
Yep.
It is insane and it's sad. Even having interaction with strangers and shit feels like you have to sometimes walk on eggshells and shit because you think you're saying something nice and next thing you know they're like, oh my god, I feel offended. So I'm like, yo, shut the fuck up. But
How many people have you offended, King Mexico? How many people?
I don't even really talk to people, honestly.
Good. Good,
I've
good
been
choice.
I just keep to myself and shit lately and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, just one thing I would say right now and stuff to end it off, and I'll probably talk about this in the following episode, would be worry about yourself. Don't worry about others. Your health and your immediate family is that comes
Yes,
first. Your
I
immediate
agree.
family comes 100% first. Everybody else is secondary. All right, guys, your health, your immediate family, their well-being, their mental health comes first. I would advise that to everybody else. Everybody else could stay on the sidelines, be on the bench, however you want to look at it. Anything else you
There you
want to?
go. Pretty much the same thing, could the same thing, family first, for sure. But if you are a content creator, if you are somebody who enjoys doing this kind of stuff, I encourage you to keep going, right? Reinvent yourself. It's funny because we just did that right now with these avatars and but this is a reference to the background, where I started with this platform. But yeah, I'm in the process of reinventing myself. Getting off of social media for a bit was actually a good thing. I was able to focus more on myself and really reflect on why I do what I do, as a person. So I did begin a new channel that focuses on men stuff, in particular, young men who are dealing with breakups, like getting into a new relationship. I know that things have changed, but as an unk, as they would say, I am sharing my knowledge and what worked, for me and what's worked in my relationship to be able to help out other people that are out there who just need to be heard, because there is that space for man does not exist, at least the way I see it. And if it does, it's not healthy. It's leading men to do destructive things. And I'll leave it at that.
Cool. And you already know. There's no format for this. There's always free mind and stuff. We never follow a script and it comes out the way it comes out. And thank you for listening today. And I'll be back soon if I'm not on another hiatus. And with that said, to the next one, and make sure you follow the homie Flo on his channel. Let him know on YouTube what it is. Quick, bro.
Flow to the max. That's it. Flow to the max.
All right, you already know King Mexico and King Mexico 24 on TikTok. And with that said, to the next one.
Peace.
Peace.